Hello everybody and welcome back to part 16 of Steambot Chronicles. And yeah, now we're going to explore Happy Garland, the home of the Garland Globetrotters. Well, most of it anyway. If I were to explore every nook and cranny of this city, I'd probably be making a 40-minute video. But because I want it to be a little bit shorter, and I want part 17 to have some plot, we're not going to explore all of it, but we're going to explore most of it. Including the police station here. The Coil Tunnel's currently under investigation, so I don't know all the details, but considering how big the accident was, I suspect the Bloody Mantis were behind it. The Bloody Mantis, eh? They're a secret society that's been gaining a lot of power. They're scoundrels who destroy the Tropmobiles of innocent citizens. They ride powerful Tropmobiles, so be careful when you leave the city. Does that imply that the Triclops machines that we keep fighting happen to belong to the Bloody Mantis, maybe? I don't know. But either way, we got a book, Beware of Thieves, and that book details all of the gangs, all of the criminal gangs that are in this game. So, like, it talks about the Killer Elephants, it talks about the Desert Hornets, and it also talks about this new group we've learned about, the Bloody Mantis. Now, the Bloody Mantis are actually way more dangerous, way more significant than the Killer Elephants or the Desert Hornets, and they might be pretty important to the final act of this game. They might drive the plot and be the major antagonists. I don't know. I just wanted to give you a little sneak preview, because we're not going to be talking about the Bloody Mantis again for a little bit, but they will be very significant going forward. They will be very important going forward, so yeah. But here in Happy Garland, there is a newspaper, the Urban Times, where you can not only read up about the news, but you can also check out the stock exchange, as well as the housing department, you know? Are there any houses for sale that I can buy up and actually live in and put furniture in? Because you can buy real estate in Steambot, that's absolutely a thing. But it's not just a newspaper you can read on the street. No, you can actually go into the Urban Times and maybe, just maybe, get a job here. So, here I am. I'm filing away old papers. Oh yeah, when I was filing the papers, I found this. I don't know how to get rid of, I want you to have it. Here you go. 10-year-old urban newspaper. Now you may think that's something I can read. No, it is not something I can read. It is something I can put in my room when I get my own place as part of the real estate thing. It's like, I guess it's what you would call a decoration, but it just looks like crap. You just put like old newspapers on the floor, like you have a dog who wets himself all the time or something. Or I'm trying to kill Paul Allen with an axe in the face. His body is now dissolving in Hell's Kitchen. And, love American Psycho. We need to sell more or we'll go bankrupt. So, you're the new reporter, yeah? No, I'm not a reporter. I see. We need a news story worth writing about. You don't have to lie. You're the new reporter. Vanilla's the name. That's right, Vanilla. Was that his name? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Well then, let's begin. I want you to get some info on a band of thieves. Week after week, we've been selling fewer and fewer copies of our newspaper. We need an exclusive that'll really turn heads. We'll pay you for any vital information you can give us. Talk to Betty over there if you have any info. Jeez, the internet doesn't even exist yet in Steambot Chronicles, and the paper's already going out of business? That sucks. You're Vanilla, right? I'm Betty Brant. I was in Spider-Man. But you can call me Miss Betty. Whatever you say, Miss Betty. Oh, you're so cute. Together we can keep this paper afloat. Anyways, about your work, I want you to tell me anything you can learn about those thieves. You don't need to worry about writing articles. Lance and I will handle that. I'm really counting on you, Vanilla. So whenever significant events happen to your character, like when you defeat the Killer Elephants in Nephroburg, I tell them, yeah, I beat their boss and now I'm the one in charge. I'm the one who controls that gang. I'm the new leader. Although I leave out that part. I just talk about beating up the Killer Elephants, and then I hand that in as a story. I never imagined you'd get such a scoop. Here's your reward. 10 Eurochi. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. Not at all. Oh, I know. I'll give you some stocks. We obtained 10 Urban Times stocks. If we do well, so will our stocks. That'll be your incentive. I hope you can get us more scoops like that. Yes, yes, stocks, eh? That is something I'm interested in pursuing. Maybe I'll find out about that later in this video. Either way, I think there's like maybe 3 or 4 stories you can actually hand in to the Urban Times. So there's not a lot you can do with this side quest, but it is something you can do. It's worth coming back over and over and over again until you actually, complete the whole thing. And then they give you a lot of stocks and a lot of cash for being a kind of reporter of sorts, But now this is something very significant, very important. Accident in front of station. Chicory, the younger brother of the Garland Globetrotters leader Dandelion, was hit by a car in front of the station and was pronounced dead on the scene. Holy shit, we finally found out what happened to Chicory. The victim carelessly walked onto the road while he was playing with Sir John's son. The death has been ruled accidental due to the victim's recklessness. Any consideration of foul play has been dismissed and no further investigation will be conducted. Sir John's son was not charged in the incident. The accident in front of the station, huh? So yeah, folks, that is the stunning revelation about Chicory. Why Connie is so sad. We keep hearing about this kid and something bad happening to him. He got hit by a car and killed in front of the Happy Garland station. That's what happened. That's what Connie's so sad about. And apparently, some guy named Sir John has a son that might have been responsible because of reckless endangerment. So, what do you think Sir John's son is? Who do you think that guy is, huh? Do you think we've met him before? Do you think we've heard about him before?
Welcome.
I don't know. Welcome! What kind of hairstyle are you looking for? So now I'm at the barber's. This is something that is introduced with Happy Garland because there was no barbershop in Neferberg. And I can change Vanilla's hairstyle permanently for the rest of the game, including the crew cut. If you want Vanilla to have a little buzz cut thing going on, the crew cut, you can do that. I'm going to be showing off all the different hairstyles, and I'm going to be settling on one. But, Let's take a look at the businessman. Yeah, I'm a businessman. I'm a greaser, apparently. Why does he have a pompadour? Since when do businessmen have pompadours? I mean, I guess maybe in the Industrial Revolution that Steambot Chronicles is supposed to take place in, but even still, that's ridiculous. Also, if you want to go back to your original hairstyle, that's what the boys cut is for. But I like this one right here. Yeah, this is a lot cleaner. This is less shaggy. This is definitely a lot more presentable. You know what? I think I'm going to keep the Macaulay Culkin look. I'm going to look like Macaulay Culkin. But there's 2 other hairstyles that you can get from Fennel's friend. One is shave it smooth. Good look for you, cue ball. And that makes Vanilla completely bald. Oh no. Oh no. The way the PS2 graphics are, there's like this clear indentation from like where his face is and where his like head and scalp begin. So like there's like this weird lines you can kind of see. So like it almost looks like he's wearing a bald cap instead of actually being bald. And then you can have a mohawk. Yeah, you can have spiky hair. You can have a mohawk and be one rad dude, one punk. And yeah, I wish you could dye the colors of your hair, but unfortunately it's always going to be blonde. There is no hair color changing in this game at all. But still, if you want to be bald, if you want to have a mohawk, if you want to have a pompadour, you can have all these options in Steambot Chronicles. You can change the character however you'd like. You can make Vanilla whatever you want him to be.
Welcome.
An angel, a devil. It's all up to you, and it's so darn fun. And another shop that was not in Neferberg, but is in Happy Garland is this, the music instrument shop. This is where I can buy extra instruments so I can play something besides the harmonica and the trumpet. I can buy a guitar, I can buy a drum set, the string bass, even an accordion. I can play in the band with an accordion. I only have so much money, so I'm just going to buy the guitar and the drum set for now. And while I'm here, I gotta do more of a side quest. Powering up a guitar with electricity? I know all there is to know about traditional instruments, but I'm at a loss when it comes to modern technology. My nephew George is a repairman at City Motors. He's good with machines, so maybe he can help you. Come back again. So yeah, if you remember, when we met Fennel, the guy in the blue coat with the sunglasses, you know, the greaser guy. He wants to create a new type of sound. He wants to create a new type of music that no one's ever heard before. And we need to find a cool new instrument. And that's why we got to talk to the guy at the motor shop in order to find out how to build that instrument. And then we can help out Fennel with his dream and maybe get a kick-ass song out of it. Kick-ass to him, anyway, but probably horrible to us. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Got a new clothing shop where we have an aristocrat suit and an aristocrat boots, as well as white gloves. But I have no money. Look at that. I have 1 Eurochi. I have spent all my money on the hairstyles and the instruments and the clothing. So I am broke. I am just absolutely poor. I have no money to my name whatsoever. Ugh. But you know how you make lots of money in Steambot Chronicles? Why, you invest in the stock exchange. Huh? Another new aspect of the game that gets introduced when you reach Happy Garland is the stock exchange. Here you can buy stocks for all the various businesses that are in the country. And remember, we've already seen a few of them. We have stocks in the Urban Times. We have stocks in the Nephroburg Theater. We have stocks in the Hayabusa Carpet Mill. You know, there are so many different businesses that you can invest in and get stocks for. And obviously the price of these stocks like fluctuates depending on how well the business is doing. Like some go up, some go down, and it always alternates the more you play the game. Because every time you sleep at an inn, every time you take a nap and go by a day, you know, the stock market changes. And it will actually change based on the things you're doing in the game. So if, for example, you do a lot of steel mill missions where like you go to the steel mill and you load up on steel beams and you deliver them to people who want steel beams, you know, you're making that business really successful. You're helping that business thrive, and their stocks will go up. And the more their stocks go up, the more steel like stocks you have, you can eventually sell those for big profit and get a lot of cash for doing so. So you can manipulate the stock market by actually helping businesses out and actually making them stronger and stronger so that you can sell the stocks and get rich. But the other great benefit of collecting stocks, and you can collect like 300 of every single business, is that if you have like 300 stocks of every single business, you will get like dividends. Dividends are an allowance you get paid for having certain stocks, and they're pretty low when you don't have that many stocks. But when you have a lot of stocks, you can make just like 3,000, 4,000 Eurochi a day. Like you'll just go to bed and you'll wake up and you'll have an extra 3,000, 4,000 Eurochi just because you have dividends for all the stocks you own, you know? So yeah, it's a good idea to invest in stocks in Steambot Chronicles. If you want to do the stock market, that's absolutely a thing you can do to make extra cash. And if you have a master save file where you have the maximum amount of stocks that you possibly can, you'll never have to worry about cash ever again, thanks to the dividends. It is very much worth it, but it's optional. You know, you don't have to do it. It's completely up to the player if they want to engage with the stock market, but it is something you can do in Steambot Chronicles because this game has it all. This game has everything, and nobody knows this because you're not watching the playthrough. I have 130,000 subscribers, apparently, who are all dead accounts, who don't know anything about this and will never know anything about this, and they want to convince me that this game is boring, but they've never seen a single episode, so what the fuck are they talking about? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little meta, I'm sorry. Look at this guy. You see that beret he's wearing? There's a mantis on the beret. That guy is one of the secret society members. He's one of the bloody mantis, huh? They are gonna be important. They're gonna be important later in the game, oh boy. Either way, this is a big church. You can play the organs for the old lady there, and she'll actually give you some stocks. I did that in my practice test playthrough, but I decided to make the playthrough go by a little bit quicker. I wasn't going to do that because, you know, I'll get stocks off screen. So you can see how damn rich I can get, especially when I bet at the Happy Garland Arena. Oh my god, the betting you can do at the Happy Garland Arena. There's like one specific matchup where you bet on a woman named Saffron and she can make you so much cash. It's crazy. Anyway, I got a guitar, so now I figured I would play it for the people, get a little bit of extra coin since I only have 1 Eurochi to my name. And with this instrument, you want to tap the right analog stick upwards whenever the square gets into the orange square. And especially for me, what I've always found is you want to string every time the blue line reaches the top. You know, as soon as it reaches the top of the white box, that's when you flick the string. That's when you strum the guitar. Thank you, thank you. 54 Eurochi, come back here, you cheapskates. You can do better than that. You can do better than that. I know you can. But yeah, you'll notice I got a lot of goods instead of bravos, even though it felt like I was pretty much dead set on it. The music is actually pretty hard to perform depending on the instrument, especially when I do the accordion. I suck at the accordion. I am never good at making a solid performance with the accordion. I'll show that off later, but some of these instruments are actually pretty hard, and that's why I said you definitely want to get the trumpet from Dr. Nutmeg's place, because it's so easy, and you're never required to play certain instruments. You know, if you want to play the trumpet, who cares? If you're a master at the trumpet, you'll still be considered a professional, no matter how easy the minigame to perform for it actually is, you know? You need some steel beams? See, this is what I was talking about earlier with the stock exchange. I can load up on steel beams with this guy and then deliver it to places that need steel beams. And you can always check the world map to see what is in demand in every single place. So Neferberg might need steel beams because, you know, the killer elephants just bombed their town and they need to reinforce their buildings. Well, that's something you can deliver to Neferberg and make a lot of cash while raising the business, while investing in stocks, so you can sell those stocks and become very, very rich. This game has it all, man. This game has it all. Get lost, kid. I'm on break. I heard from the instrument shop owner. Gonna talk about Fennel's music. I see. Powering up an instrument with electricity, huh? If I wrap a coil around a magnet and have it oscillate with the strings... An electric guitar, huh? Sounds interesting. I'll help out. I have the minor parts, but I need you to gather a couple of the major parts. I need 3 things. A mini engine, a mini generator, and a guitar. We have engines and generators here, but they're Trotmobile parts. They're way too big to stick on a guitar. Why an engine and a generator? Well, it's only natural that an electric guitar would have them. Anyways, just get them for me. Remember, a mini engine, a mini generator, and a guitar. In the meantime, I'll do some research. Don't worry, buddy, I know where those are, and I will get them in due time. But for now, that was the tour of Happy Garland. I'm going to make some more money by performing another concert, and this time around, I'm going to take Marjorie's job, and I'm going to play the drums that I just bought, and explain how that minigame works as well. Because this one's actually kind of fun. They use the shoulder buttons, right? There's like, you're hitting the drums and you're also hitting the cylinders. The cylinders are on L2, R2, but the actual like drum kit itself is L1, R1. So you look out for the cymbals. If they're golden, you're probably hitting the back shoulder buttons. And if they're white, you're hitting the front shoulder buttons. And yeah. Just gotta have good timing, and it gets a little bit hectic with the later songs when it gets so damn busy with the drumming, but I like this. I think this is pretty darn fun.
When you're soaring so high and I am left alone, here on the ground, I can't even see you anymore. So high up there, like a bird, I wish I could fly to you, but where am I?
You may have noticed that the music actually changed a little bit when I screwed up and I got like an awful ranking. The music does get actually worse when you perform badly on this minigame.
Never to give them back to me. You stole them from my back. You ripped them off. The scars will be right there, and I'll never be able to fly right to you. Only 'cause I can, and it is you who made it impossible.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at banging things. I'm quite the banger, if I do say so myself. But, yeah. I'm not going to play the rest of the music. I just wanted to show that I got 400 Eurochi for performing the whole concert. And then I got a poster of Marjoram. Why am I getting posters of my own bandmates? That doesn't make any sense. But, you know what bandmate I do want to see? Savory. And in part 17, we're going on a date with her. It's going to be great. I'm going to wear the aristocrat outfit. It's going to be classy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be sexy. We're going to go on a date next time.